Talk about a lesson in sailing from the start.
We were heeled over pretty good.
This is what 36 hours look like from Hampton, Virginia to Baltimore. 146 nautical miles with Sea Scouts who are teenagers. They sailed through the night.
The wind coming directly from the east meant that we were able to basically come up the bay in one solid tack. And we didn't have to, do fancy maneuvering in order to get up here. On the other hand, the wind was, 15 to 18 knots, which on our small boats is a bit of a challenge.
It was stressful not being able to see that far.
3 sailboats from the 1970s and 80s, no longer than 30 feet, each held up to 6 scouts and 1 adult. At least 2 people were on duty at all times, while the others caught up on sleep. We chatted with Dyer L., who is new to sailing, and her mom before the trip.
I'm pretty sure I'll probably get the hang of it as I go along. I'm not a swimmer. I don't like boats. I get seasick every time I get on the ship. And it's like, oh my God, now we have to do this. But it's exciting nonetheless.
Mom got the report. She wasn't seasick, but she did get a thrill ride.
I was kind of scared that I was going to tip the boat because we were sailing pretty fast and it was tipping a bit.
They arrived about a half day earlier than expected. Their tight quarters mean they work together and sleep in a close space for a total of 2 weeks. And some are doing household chores for the first time.
You could fit one person on each bench laying out, and then you could fit 2 people where all that stuff is back there in the V-berth.
In Baltimore, they visited the USS Constellation and the National Aquarium. Then they head south to Annapolis, Deal, Solomon's Island, Tangier Island, Fishing Bay, Cape Charles, and back to Fort Monroe.
At their age especially, they make a mistake driving, they get killed. They make a mistake at a party, they overdose. They get a mistake in a date, they're suddenly pregnant and parents. We want to give them an alternative to those situations that are just so readily available in their schools.
How much are you all relying on each other?
A lot.
All the way through.
It was hard to do a lot of the stuff that we normally do rather easily.
They help each other out, and 17-year-old Joe Small is considering a career on the water.
I'm thinking about becoming a merchant marine later in life.
Okay.
So this is kind of a fun event, and I get to say, yeah, I've steered a boat before. I've been on the water when there's a cargo ship going by. I've seen a thing or two.
So this is the boom.
They trained for months before this trip. It is the hands-on experience that brought Parker Barnett back from Texas.
Sea Scouts was one of my favorite things to do when I lived in Virginia. So I came back just to kind of experience it again.
And Dyer L. has been bit by the sailing bug.
I'll probably start saving to get a boat for myself.
Sea Scouts giving them a summer to remember. For Chesapeake Bay Media's Bay Bulletin, I'm Cheryl Costello.